exactly from that time, the two Russian traditions of dealing with America emerged at once. For Russian revolutionaries or Russian reformists, the United States provided, from the very beginning, provided the model to orient themselves to build the plans for Russia, and for autocratic governments, being Catherine the Great, or later, Bolsheviks, or Putin probably now. For later Russian governments, that exactly became the challenge. That not the United States in the 18th century was a threat. Of course, Catherine was not afraid of the United States as a power,
Yeah.
but she was afraid already by the thoughts which Russian revolutionaries tried to imitate. So
Eh,
that was the beginning
That is fascinating. In her mind, when you have a huge rebellion at home by Pugachev, he's going around killing landlords and all of that. I can suppress that. I can deal with that. But
yeah.
someone like a Radishev that changes people's minds, that's harder to deal with. That is
That
fascinating.
worse than Pugachev. Yeah, that was
That's worse than
what she
Pugachev.
said.
I have
Yeah.
two follow-up questions, Dr. Kurilla, um, about what we just talked about, Catherine, and the educated public. You said that the educated public was shaken by the news of the Declaration of Independence. Did you use the word shaken to mean as in they were excited or they feared because this happened? Which one is, or is it both? Because let me ask a follow-up question. Were the educated public also the nobility that had vested interest in the government?
Well, I would say that more excited, but we just less know about those who were afraid. We see that Catherine is a great reaction, and that's
Yeah.
we can think that some, not only Catherine is a great personally, but maybe some nobility also looked at that with, well, if not with fear, but with suspicion. But
Yeah.
what we can read only like educated journalists, thinkers, and most of them were excited. And that excitement continued, well, at least the beginning of French Revolution.